Alright. I'm gonna do Xenagos. Because of course.
Roll the dice. So, how's your money laundering business going?
Money laundering?
Not laundering. Saving money for Japan.
Still in the works because I gotta pay bills for the rest of the month. And I don't know. I don't. Honestly, I'm beginning to just think that I probably won't be able to make it, but I'll know definitively by about mid-February when I. Let me go ahead and actually cut my hair. When I sit down and crunch the numbers. But if I had to bet on it, probably won't have enough.
Fair enough. Well, if you don't, we can always go later together.
I definitely want to go. It's just that it would work out very, very nicely this time with. Can I keep this open hand? I'm gonna take a moment.
Go for it.
I know what constitutes a good opening hand with this deck, and that's not it.
So what are you playing?
I'm playing Xenagos.
Ah. I might be able to do it. This will be fun to try. I'll go with it.
Okay.
Probably should mulligan, but
I had 2 forests in my opening hand. I did have a turn 2 play, but a turn 2 play that wouldn't necessarily take me anywhere.
yeah. I might be able to. It just depends on what I hit.
Okay, this is usable. All right, I'll hold.
Go for it.
Roll off.
Yeah.
That's a 17.
17.
Okay, roll up again. That's an 8.
Okay. 16.
All right, you can go first if you want.
Okay. Now, where did I put myself on? Ugh. I haven't seen your sister yet.
On campus?
Not a bit.
She's probably with her friends.
Yeah. We're doing 40, right? Or 30?
Yeah, it's always 40 left. That time I was playing, and that one guy, I looked it up later. He must be thinking about French Commander because that's the only time they do that is in French Commander.
Okay, so good to know.
Yeah, it's always 40 life. Unless if you do Commander Duels, which is a completely different format essentially because it has its own separate ban list.
Okay, 1 island.
Alright.
And pass turn, your turn.
Alright. Untap, draw. Ooh, okay. Do I have a turn on play? Yeah, might as well play that. Alright. Timber Gorge. ETB's tapped. Pass turn.
Okay. See? I would do upkeep, but nothing's untapped right now.
Mm-hmm. Or nothing is tapped.
Yep. Blue, another island, and your go.
Alright. What colors is your?
Black, green, and blue.
Black, green, blue. Okay. Black.
A very bloody nose.
Alright. Command tower. And tapping both. For Paradise Druid. 2/1. Paradise Druid has hexproof as long as it's untapped, and it taps to add 1 mana of any color.
Oh.
Yep. Pass.
Okay.
It's a dork. It's a dork.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And pass turn. Here you go. I
Uh-oh.
can't play anything.
Uh-oh, missed a land drop. Not good.
Yeah.
Draw. Play a forest. Tap a forest. Play a Crossroads Concordant. All creatures have haste, period, even yours.
Good to
Tap
know.
Command Tower. Play a Soul Ring. So 1, 2, 3. I have 3 mana. Pass. Actually, yeah, just pass. I have 4 mana, but I don't really have a 4 drop I can play at the moment.
Okay. I hit my forest. So
Alright.
the good news. I actually hit what I needed. Let's see. Can't be able to do that next turn, but it'd be more useful. I tap everything, play spinning wheel.
Okay. What does that do?
It gives me 1 mana of any color.
Fair enough.
And then tapping spinning wheel, Font of Fertility. I can sacrifice it when I get more mana, and I can search my library for a basic land.
Okay.
You're good. Pass turn.
Alright. Tap. Draw. Playing another forest. And I will go ahead and tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Next Bloom Ancient. 5/5 Trampler. All my permanents now tap for triple. Pass.
Ooh.
So I just
So basically a mana dork.
the Mana Dork.
Yep.
That just
Wait.
came out. I just took seven mana into
Upkeep.
21.
Yep. Upkeep. Good. I can actually do something that would be interesting. What do I want to do now? Think quick. Oh wait. Good to know. I tap my Font of Fertility, and 1 and 1. It goes. I get to pull 1 land out of my deck.
Does it enter?
Yeah, basic.
Does it enter
I
tapped?
need a swamp.
Does the land you're finding enter the battlefield tapped?
And then shuffle.
Cut.
But it comes in tapped.
Okay, that's what I was saying. So you now have 1 open mana.
2 open mana. My spinning wheel.
Oh right, yeah.
It gives me 1 mana.
Okay.
And let's see. Okay. I end my turn.
Alright. Untap. Draw. Okay. Play a third forest. So I can make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 3, I can make 24 mana. Alright, cool. I will start. Let's go ahead and 3. Three green, and we'll do 3 red, and we'll spend all but 1 of that red to cast Xenagos, Rather Rebels. Current devotion is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so he's not a creature at the moment. So I have 1 floating. 3, so it's 4. So 4, 6 on top of that, so it's 10. I will spend 7 of it. Thorn Elemental.
I remember this guy.
Yeah, he basically assigns damage as if he was not blocked. Not that you have blockers on the field, but.
And you can hit right now because you have haste.
Well, yeah, but
Xenagos
Xenagos would also give all of my creatures haste. So I spent 7 to cast him, and I had 10 in the mana pool, so I have 3 left. I'm gonna spend all 3 of that remaining for Merchant of the Veil. We'll say it's the 1 red that I floated from that. I can pay 3, discard a card, draw a card. Okay. Let me see something. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. I will move to combat. I will trigger Xenagos' ability, giving it
Swinging with everything?
What? I guess I could. I'll trigger Xenagos' ability, giving it the Thorn Elemental. So he swings as a 14. And then I'm going to also attack with Nyx Bloom for an additional 5. So you're looking at 19 damage.
Okay.
Alright. That resolves. On my second main, I will go ahead and tap the Timber Gorge for red, so that floats 3 red mana. And I'll also tap my third forest, so that's 6 mana in total. I will spend all of it for World at War. After the first post-combat main phase this turn, there's an additional combat phase followed by an additional main phase. At the beginning of your combat, untap all creatures that attack this turn. And I exile this as it resolves, but to be honest, I think that this might be game in 1 hit because I moved to my second main. I'm actually going to trigger this. Thorn Elemental becomes a 28/28 because he still gets another double trigger until in turn.
Congratulations, you won.
Yeah, 28 and 5 is 32. Boom.
Yeah.
That is
I was about to play that.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the power of ramp.
Yeah, you got very lucky hitting everything.
What was yeah, when I had Nyx Bloom and enough mana in my hand and I just kept hitting land drops, I went, oh, this is golden. That might have been the deck at its optimum.
I think it probably was. Because you just did a 2-turn kill. 3 turns.
No, that was 1 turn. I played almost all those creatures in 1 turn.
Sorry, I was thinking it's 3 turns already. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, you're right. You kill everything in 1 turn, but I was thinking how many turns overall.
Yeah.
Because there are people who can make a 1-turn deck.
Oh, I don't know, 1-turn deck. I've heard of turn 5 kills. I've heard of potentially turn 3 kills. Thing is, we're playing 1-on-1 instead of 4v4, so the rules are a little murkier.
And the sheer fact we're basically making decks that are Munchkin based.
Munchkin?
We're basically for Commander, you try to either make a jank deck or a super efficient deck. That's usually the 2 rules of thumb I've seen.
I build sometimes in between. I wouldn't call this the most competitive deck ever. It's pretty darn good in 1-on-1, if I can get my land. That's the only caveat, is if I miss land drops, the deck doesn't operate till I get 5 lands.
Good to know. So the best way to kill your deck is literally go with Armageddon.
Yeah, land destruction's a pretty efficient way. Another way to kill my deck is just exile everything. It does what it does very well. There's the next one again. But what it doesn't do very well is protect itself. I fought a guy the other day, Tyler, that had a deck that was 3 cards, not including his commander, and 97 basic land.
I could see that.
It was
I know there's a Goblin deck bucket.
this was Maelstrom Wanderer with Omnath in the deck, and what was the third card? I have it pulled up here. Yeah, and Risen Reef, and then 97 lands. Because Maelstrom, ETBs against the Cascade, so he reveals cards until he reveals a non-land permanent card, puts it straight onto the battlefield, he does it twice. So he basically casts his commander on turn 8, because Maelstrom costs 8 mana, and he's hitting his land drops. He is hitting his land drops.
If he misses his land drop, there's a problem.
It's mathematically impossible for him not to have land in his hand unless if his opponents are making him discard his hand and not draw cards. It's the only way he can not hit land drops. So yeah, ETBs, Cascades twice, finds both the creatures. They hit the battlefield. And I don't remember how, but basically he turns all his lands in his deck into land creatures with haste from Maelstrom. So basically, pick deck up, 97 2/2 creatures. You get 30. You get 30. You get 30.
Well, I mean, it would work.
It did. It works one time.
The question is, how do you beat all 40 people? I mean, all four of the other 3 people, because it's a 40.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
a 40.
that's
right?
what I said. Is like he makes like 90 2/2 or 3/3. I can't remember the power on them. But he basically turns his entire deck into a giant stack of land creatures, and then in a single turn he just overruns the whole board. Ooh, is this
Fair enough.
Is this keepable?
You want to play again?
Huh? Yeah, we can play again.
Cool.
Deciding if this is keepable or not. Oh, it's tempting. Oh, it's tempting. You know what? I'll hold it. I will hold it. This can go one of 2 ways, and it really all depends on how my starting draws go.
Me too. You go first, since you won last.
No, it's the loser the person who lost the game gets to decide if they want to go first or not.
Okay, I guess I'll go first.
Mm-hmm.
I play a Swamp.
Soul Ring. Soul Ring it.
No.
Okay.
I pass.
Alright. I draw. I play a forest. I tap said forest. I don't play a Soul Ring, instead I play a Manifold Key. I can pay 1 and tap it to untap another target artifact, or I can pay 3 and tap it to make target creature unblockable until end of turn. Pass.
I put that in this deck too.
Yeah, Manifold Key is a... I was showing my deck to a friend, he was like, you should take that Manifold Key out, it's not doing anything for you. I said, read it again. And he went, oh. I see now. I went, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, my turn.
Yep, you're up.
Let's see. Wait, I'm being dumb. I need that.
Did you pull a lot of the new lands?
Sort of, yeah. I've got a good chunk of them.
Nice. I might go down to my card shop on Tuesday and buy a bunch of them. Because I want my whole deck to look like that.
A Pokemon deck.
A Pokemon?
Pat's turn.
They do kind of look like Pokemon energies now that you mention it.
Yep. Pass turn. Here we go.
Untap. Draw. Okay. Forest. And pass.
Okay. My turn. And another land. That's actually useful. Okay. Okay. Tap. untap, tap. Simic Locket. I can tap for a green or a blue,
Okay, yep.
and I pass turn.
Alright.
Here you go.
Probably get a signet. The signets are better. Yeah. Alright. Forest. And pass.
Okay. Okay. Untap. Well, this could be a good hand. Okay. I tap. 1, 2. Green. Okay, that's all 5. I bring up my commander.
Alright, Yart. What are his stats? What are his?
He's a 3/5.
Mhm.
He has Death Touch and Lifelink, and every permanent that enters the battlefield causing a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers a second time.
Is it just ones you control, or is it anybody's creatures?
My eye.
Okay,
You.
okay.
It says you.
I got it. Alright. Alright.
Yep. Pass turn. You go.
Alright. Tap. Draw. Wow. Alright. That's going to be fun. Oh, that's going to be so much fun. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and tap all 4 forests. Playing Goreclaw. Terror of Kel Sigma. He doesn't have an ETB, but it wouldn't matter. He makes all creatures I play with power, or all creatures I cast with power 4 or greater cost 2 colorless mana less to cast. And whenever he attacks, each creature with power 4 or greater gets a +1/+1 and gains trample until end of turn. Which he is a 4/3, so he gives himself trample and +1/+1 as well as everything else. But he does not have haste, so I will be passing the turn.
Ah. Well then, untap. Okay. Okay, and I can actually live with that. That makes my 3rd island. Okay. Okay. Tap, and I'll tap this one. So that means 4 mana.
Mm-hmm.
Thassa of the Deep Dwelling comes in.
Okay.
Okay. When he there's no effect, but unless she becomes, if I have 5 or more blue mana, she becomes a creature.
Okay.
But if not, she's a god. So you know how that works.
Right, it's devotion.
And then at the beginning of your end step, exile up to 1 other target creature you control. Then that creature immediately comes back to the battlefield.
Okay, so she blinks something on your end step. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
And let's see. Can I do anything else?
Well, on your end step, you can blink. Is it a May? Yep. Is it a May trigger, or is it a have to, like you have to do that every turn?
It's from what someone said. It was a May. I read it as a have to. So
well,
blink.
What does it actually say on the card? Like, read it out.
Exile up to 1 other target creature you control, then return that card to the battlefield under your control.
No, like start from like on your end step.
Yeah. I read it as I have to, so every single turn.
Yeah. Yeah, because if it was a May trigger, it would say you may do it, but if it's like on your end step, do this, then you have to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless I don't have anything, is what I read it as.
Right. Because
I wouldn't be able to bounce anything.
Unless there's no target. Which, can you target Thassa with her own ability? Well, she's not a creature.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so no. You can't do anything with it.
Alright.
So I'll go to battle, and I'll swing with your Desecrated.
Alright. How much?
3 damage.
Alright, I'll take it off. I go down.
And he has lifelink, so I go up 3.
Alright, I go down to 37.
You gonna block?
Nope, no blockers.
Okay.
He has Death Touch.
End turn. Blink, blink. He comes back into the battlefield. So now he can block something if I need to. Here we go.
Well, he could have done that regardless. Summoning sickness.
No,
Summoning sickness doesn't apply on your second turn.
he doesn't have vigilance though, so he just attacked, so we couldn't have blocked.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. Oh, okay. Okay, that's actually pretty smart. All
So
right.
it gets
Okay. Let me do some math real fast. Use a 4. 73. Just shy of it. Okay. I can do this at the very least. How much does this cost to cast? Can't do that. Can't do that. Alright. I'm going to tap 2. 2 forests, playing in Swiftfoot Boots. I'm going to go ahead and pay 1 and equip it to my Gorklaw, so now he has Hexproof and Haste. Haste part doesn't mean much. Haste part don't mean much anymore.
Your camera okay?
Yeah, camera's fine.
I can't see you.
Oh.
Your camera, not my camera. My camera looks to be working.
Hold up. How about now?
Still can't.
Okay. Yeah, yours is buffering. It might be bad signal. Can you still hear me?
Work.
Alright, I have... on this loading. Oh, there we go. Now we're back. Alright. Yeah, your Wi-Fi must have crapped out for a moment. Alright.
Okay.
Alright.
So what did you do?
I paid 2 and I played a Swiftfoot Boots and I equipped it for 1 to my Gorklaw. He now has Hexproof and Haste. So he can't be targeted. I am going to pass the turn though.
Okay. My go?
Yep.
Okay. Untap. And this should be interesting. I have 6, and it costs 6 for both of those. How much power does he have?
He's currently at 4-3 with Hexproof and yeah.
Okay. Can be useful. So let's see. Okay, I play Acolyte of Affliction. When he enters the battlefield, I put the top 2 cards of my graveyard of my library into my graveyard, and I pick one of the permanents and I bring it back to my hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, dredge 2, and then return 1. Okay.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yurok lets me do it twice.
Yep, because of his ability.
Yep.
And then on your end stack, you're going to be able to pump him to do it twice again.
Or do something else.
So your whole deck is just abusing ETB triggers. Nice. So basically, you're putting your whole turn. You're going to take 8, put them into the graveyard, and then grab back 4. If they're permanents.
Yeah. Evolving Wild. And that includes lands too.
Yep, because land's permanent. Does it say you can only grab back one of the two that you put into the grave when you do it, or can it be any permanent in your graveyard?
A permanent.
Okay.
So I can do it whatever. Okay.
That makes more sense.
Yeah. Okay. So then I would now tap 3 blue. And I bring in Cloudkin Seer. She has flying.
Okay.
But I get to draw a card.
Okay.
And then ETB effect, draw another card. Okay. And let's see. I move to my instep first.
Okay.
And activate Acolyte of Affliction. I blink him back and forth. Okay. So, come on. Oh crap. Okay, I'm playing with 98.
Okay.
One of my cards got slipped in here from another one. Okay. Means 4, and I can pick one of my permanents, which is really good now. Wow. That's even more broken than I thought it was. Because that means anything I wanted to put it back into my hand if I wanted to play it again.
Yeah, basically nothing is going to stay in your graveyard for the rest of the game, so long as you can keep blinking that one guy.
Yeah, wow. And that's not really even the most broken part of this.
Oh, I know.
Okay. I end my turn. Here you go.
All right.
I hit my mana perfectly.
Without attacking. Huh. Draw. All right. I play a mountain. All right. Here's where things get funny. The tap. Because he makes all creatures with power 4 or greater cost 2 colorless mana less to cast. I tap all 5. I play another.
There it goes.
I play, no, an Exclamation. Because he would cost 7, but now he costs 5.
How much power does he have?
He's a 5/5 with Trample. He's the one that doubles all my permanents when I tap them for mana. And that's my turn. Or triples on my permanents, I should say.
Neat. Does he have flying?
No, he does not. He does not have reach either.
Huh. Neat. Okay. Okay. Draw a card. Okay. Okay. I play a command tower.
Okay.
And let's see. I had to bring up a green that cast that. Oh, close. Okay. Okay. This costs 4 mana to cast now because it is a 5 normally.
Yep.
But because I control a wizard, it costs 4.
Okay.
Let's see. There we go. I remove both your creatures because when it enters the battlefield, it returns target creature to hands.
Okay, so you can't actually do that on Goreclaw because Goreclaw has hexproof at the moment, but the next one will
No.
pop back.
Oh, good. Cool. Hmm.
Specifically on that card, the one that just popped my creature. Does it say target creatures?
Return target creature.
Yeah. Okay.
The
Yeah.
opponent
Yeah. So the hexproof part protects Scorplot. Okay.
Good to know.
So you get 2 triggers, but one of them fizzled because you technically don't have a target.
Is it an ability?
His one ability.
His hexproof. Does it come from like
No.
an ability? Of
An ability, like an activated ability would be like pay mana, do something.
But there's also passive, is what I was asking.
Yeah, well, his static ability is the stuff where he makes creatures with power 4 or greater cost 2 less to cast. He just currently he has hexproof, but he has it from a Swiftfoot Boots, which, fun fact, the boots don't have hexproof. So if you want to target him, you have to blow his boots up first somehow.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I play Gift of Paradise. I enchant my command tower.
Okay.
See. And I get 6 life.
All right.
Because of its effect, it says when Gift of Paradise enters, I get 6 life.
All right. Fair enough.
And when the enchanted land has add 2 mana of any one color to my mana pool.
Tap, add 2 mana of any one color. Okay, so basically it can now tap for double mana. Okay. Cool.
Yep. And I'll link Acolyte of Affliction.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. What do I want to bring in? 1, 2. Okay. Pass turn. You'll go.
Alright. Untap. Draw. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and tap all 5 again. Except this time I'm going to play the Great Henge. It would normally cost 7 and 2 green. But it costs X less to cast, where X is the greatest power among creatures I control, so it costs 4 less to cast. So it becomes 3 and 2 green, so 5. I can go ahead and... This is going to be kind of funny. I'm going to tap the Great Henge to float 2 green. Then I'm going to spend 1 of it and tap the Manifold Key to untap the Great Henge. By the way, when I tap the Great Henge, I gain 2 life. So I go back up to 39. And then now I'm going to, let me see. So I have 1 net mana floating in the mana pool. And then I'm going to tap the Great Henge again for another 2 green to gain 2 more life. So I'm up to 41. And then I will spend all 3 of that to play Malwani Beast Tracker. When it enters the battlefield, search your library for a creature card with Death Touch, Hexproof, Reach, or Trample. Reveal it, shuffle it, shuffle your library, and put that card on top. So I'm going to grab Death Touch, Hexproof, Reach, or Trample. I'm going to grab something I can play. kind of wish I could grab. Can it fly? Dash, dash, catch, relief, or train. Shoot. I'm just gonna grab Bird Spare this. Okay. Let's go. Let's go through it. I'm gonna grab a Carnage Tyrant. He's a 7/6. He can't be countered in his trample. He has trample and hexproof, and he costs 6 mana. I'm gonna shuffle my library and put him on top.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. So he's gonna go on top. So that's my next draw for next turn. And then I will pass the turn to you.
Cool. Okay. Untap. And come on. And another land. What do I want to do now? Could be more useful to have that. Let's see. Do any of your creatures have like two power or less?
Mawalni is a 2/1. Yes.
Oh, useful. I play Elspeth's Nightmare. It's a saga.
Okay.
For the first one, it destroys a target creature that opponent controls with power 2 or less.
Okay. So you're gonna destroy the Mawalni. All right. Goes to the grave.
Okay. Yep. And tap. There we go. And I have mana still. That is just about perfect. Blue. Simic Cluestone comes in, which basically is just mana rock.
Mm-hmm.
You know how that works, right?
Yeah, the Cluestone's tapped for how much?
One green or blue of mana.
Okay. Do you have to pay for that when you do it, or is it just?
No, it's just a tap. It's just that's
Okay,
how
it's just a tap. Okay, cool.
And okay, I play. I think I have my mana. Wait, I should do that first because that works out better. Because that's actually what I needed. I tap the rest of my mana.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Rage Scarred Berserker comes in.
Okay.
When he enters, I can give one. I give a target creature that I control +1/+0, and it gains indestructible.
Oh.
So I give.
Actually, hold on. Back up. I just realized something.
Yeah.
We can choose to resolve this if we want. So the Great Henge, I played it and I used its mana to cast Mawalni. The Great Henge has the bottom ability: whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, you put a +1/+1 counter on it and draw a card. So it's actually a 3/2.
Okay. So I'm just gonna keep Elspeth in because then it didn't resolve correctly.
Okay.
So
that's fine.
Fair enough.
I was just thinking about.
So it just will move past that point in the. I guess it'll move past that point in the saga.
That's fine.
Okay. So my Yerick will get a +1/+0, so it's now a 4/5 with Death Touch and Lifelink.
Okay.
And indestructible.
Okay.
Along with my, let's see, what else is kind of strong? My Cloudkin Seer. Wait, no, I'll put it on my Rage Scarred Berserker. He'll be indestructible then.
Okay.
So he's a 6/4. So I swing with Yerick and Rage Scarred Berserker for 6 and 4/5. Do you block?
So 6 total?
No, Raised Guard will be 6.
Okay.
And Yurok is 4.
Okay. So it's 10 total.
Yeah.
All right. Do they have flying?
No.
Okay. I will.
Yurok doesn't. They are indestructible though, and Yurok has Death Punch and Lifelink.
Okay. Do they have trample?
No.
Okay. I will block the 6 with Maloney, so she'll
Okay.
die officially.
Okay.
And then. Draw a card. All right. I'll just let that part resolve. Okay.
And what about Yurok?
Yark? Yark, I'm taking. How much is that?
4.
4. I go down to 37. And
I go up to 53.
All right, cool.
And then I flicker Thas of the Deep.
Mm-hmm. To grab some permanents back from the grave.
Yeah, I activate Acolyte, so take 4. 2, 3, 4. Flip those and oh, well, that's actually kind of useful. Okay. And let's see. Oh, yeah, why not? Okay, I end my turn.
All right. I gotta remember these great henge triggers. Okay. There was also a card draw trigger, but I decided to let that one fizzle because we had moved too far beyond that point. All right. I draw. I will go ahead. All right. This is gonna be kind of funky. I'm gonna go ahead and tap the manifold key. Actually, no. Back up. I'm gonna go ahead. What have I got? 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Thorclaw is still on the field, so I still get his reduction. I'm gonna tap all 5 again to recast the Nyxbloom Ancient. So all my permanents now tap for triple. Now I tap the Great Henge. The Great Henge floats 6 mana. Oh, by the way, I draw a card and put a +1/+1 counter on the Nyxbloom. So Nyxbloom is now a 6/6. Because he's a non-token creature. So I float 6 green mana, and I gain 2 life. So I go back up to 39. Then I am going to spend 1 of that 6 mana to equip Nyxbloom with the Hexproof, the Swiftfoot Boots. And then so I'm down to 5. Then I'm going to spend 1 of that 5 into Manifold Key and tap Manifold Key to untap the Great Henge. So I still have 4 net in the pool. I tap the Great Henge again, floating another 6 and gaining another 2 life. So I go back up to 42. So I'm now at 10 green mana floated in the mana pool for this phase. I will play Boundless Realms. Search my library for X basic land cards where X is the number of land you control and put them onto the battlefield. Tap, then shuffle your library. I have 5. That was 7, so I still have 3 in the mana pool for this phase. I am going to go find 4 mountains. There's 1. Just battlefield tapped. 2, 3, 4, and we'll grab another forest. 5. Alright. I think you can see where this is going to go next turn.
Yeah.
Pretty big. I still have 3, and then I can shuffle my library. Put it back in its little cup holder. Alright, so that's all my tapped land. 3 net in this mana pool for the turn. Can I cast anything with only 3 mana? He would cost 4. He would cost 4. And he would cost 2, 3. moving to combat. Well, I'll go ahead and just pass combat. And on my second main, or by the way, when I move to combat, that 3 mana fizzles out of my
Cool.
out of my pool. Pass through second main, pass to your turn.
Okay. Untap everything. Okay. Okay.
You gotta untap your permanents too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Elspeth's Nightmare. Its second effect triggers.
Mm-hmm.
Show me your hand, and I can pick a non-creature, non-land card. And then you have to discard it.
Okay. You have one option because all of the 4 cards in my hand, only one of them is not a creature. I have a Soul of New Phyrexia, it's an artifact creature. A Carnage Tyrant is a creature. An End-Raze Forerunners, which is a creature, and the one you're discarding, or I'm discarding, is Fires of Yamimala. It gives all my creatures haste. So, yeah.
Cool.
Discarded.
This is actually useful. Okay. I play. Okay, 1 mana, so I have 1 spell.
Buy some stats.
Okay, so I'll just tap that for black. Yarok Fenlurker comes in.
Okay.
Exile 2 cards from your hand.
Alright. I get to pick what they are.
You get to pick whatever they are.
Okay. I am going to pick, and they're exiled. 6, 6, 7, 7. I'm going to pick. I'm going to exile the Carnage Tyrant and the Soul of New Phyrexia.
Cool. Okay, I played an Evolving Wilds.
Alright. You cracking that Evolving Wilds?
Yep. Okay. There we go. Okay, let's see. Okay, how do I want to go about this? Is my question. Is more or less what I'm thinking. I have enough green I can cast you. Does anything of yours have flying?
No. I'm very much rooted to the ground at the moment.
Cool. Let's see. I want to do. Do I have the green for it is a good question. Yes, I do actually. 2 green, 2 more green. Cloud Thresher comes in.
Okay. Hello? I think your Wi-Fi... Hello? Hello?
Hello. Alright. Yeah. Alright. There we go. And you're back.
Yo,
Alright.
that fix it?
Yeah? Yeah, I can see now.
Yeah.
You tapped a bunch of green mana to do something.
Cloud Thresher. It does 4 damage to you effectively.
Okay. So I take
Because
4.
it does 2 damage twice.
Okay. So I take 4, I go down to 38.
Yep. And then I move past my battle phase and go into my ending phase, and I flicker. What was it? Yerok's Fenlurker.
Mm-hmm.
So exile 2 more cards from your hand.
Okay. I exile my last remaining card.
And in turn.
Alright. Okay. What's your life total currently?
53.
53. Alright. Okay, that can do it. That'll do it. That's okay. Do you have any flying and reach on the field? Tower?
Yeah.
You got any flying or reach on the field?
Yes.
Okay, what have you got?
Cloud Sincere.
What's its power?
2/1.
And that's the only flying you got?
Right now, yes.
Okay. I will.
So,
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 forests and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mountains. So I've got 10 lands. I've also got a Great Henge that taps for that. I'm going to go ahead and tap a red for 3 green. So add 3 to the mana pool and tap a forest for, 3 red and 3 green. I'm going to spend 5 of it to cast Xenagos, God of Revels. He is a creature because of the Great Henge trigger, which I'm keeping track of now. He goes up to, he gets a +1/+1 counter when he enters. And he will, I get to draw a card. Okay, that's a thing. Alright. I still have 1 mana floating in the mana pool. I will go ahead and tap a forest for another 3, so that's 4. And I'll tap a mountain for another 3, so that's 7. I will spend 6 of it to cast Savage Vetmaw. Flying 4/4. When he attacks, I make 6 red and green mana. I'm just mana out here. Alright.
he's a what?
He's a 4/4 with flying.
Cool.
Yeah.
In reaction to him coming in, I have Flash, though, Thyrexia, the Sudden Storm.
Okay, what does that do?
He has flying and he's a 4/5.
Okay.
Any spells I cast cost that are 5 or greater cost 1 less.
Okay, so yeah, alright. But it doesn't do anything directly to it. Okay, that's fine. I have one in the mana pool still floating. I will go ahead and tap. I'll tap another forest, and I will. So that floats 3 more, so I'm up to 4 in the mana pool. I will spend 2 of it to cast Soccer Tribuilder. ETB trigger. put a +1/+1 counter on him, and I get to draw a card. Okay. I haven't played a land for turn, so I'll play a land for turn. So I am out cards in my hand. I still have 2 floating in my mana pool. I'll go ahead and tap another forest to put 3 more into it, and then I'm going to tap the Manifold Key for its second ability, targeting. What's the biggest thing I've got? The Nyx Bloom Ancient, the Hexproofer, so he can't be blocked this turn. And then I'm just going to go ahead and tap the to add 6 mana to the Great Henge, just to gain back 2 life. So I go up to 40. That was 38. I move to combat. I trigger Xenagost's ability, giving it to the Nyx Bloom Ancient. Take 12. You cannot block.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm 41.
All right, pass.
Okay. Cool. Upkeep. Okay. Exile your entire graveyard.
That's fine. I'm not. It's not a graveyard recursion deck.
Mine wasn't either.
Was that the third ability on Elspeth?
Yep.
Okay, so if it's the third one, then it resolves in the Saga vanishes.
Well, I mean, let's see.
What do I
This
got?
will be interesting.
1, 2, 3. So I've got 5 more.
I gain 2 life because I played Dismal Blackwater. It
Mhm.
comes in tap though.
Okay.
Okay.
Puts you at 43. All right.
Okay. This actually is way detrimental to me though. So do I do it?
Your call.
Because it's a board wipe and it's a good board wipe in a way. Bad for me in another way.
Armageddon.
No. I'm just doing math in my head.
I'm top decking at the moment. I just want to let you think on that. Which means I really can't plan my turns ahead from here on. Everything I have is on the field.
Mm-hmm. How many lands are on your field?
Currently, I have 11 total. Only 5 are untapped. But they all tap for triple, so I have access to 15 mana.
Okay, does any of your creatures have hexproof right now?
The only one that does is my Nyx Bloom. Because of the Swiftfoot Boots.
Okay.
Well,
Okay, I'm going
depends on what you're trying to do, I guess. Where
I'm
you
gonna play Gargos, the Vicious Watcher.
Okay, yeah, the Hydra guy.
The Hydra.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. That's spare. And that's 6 mana.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. And okay. For the record, Thassa the Deep Dwelling is now a creature.
All right.
Do you have flying?
Yes, I have a Savage Vet Maul with flying.
How much is it?
It's a 4/4.
Okay. I swing with Thassa and Thrux the Sudden Storm
All right.
and my Cloudkin Seer.
Okay. How much combined are all 3?
Thrass is 6, Thrix is a 4/5, and Cloudkin Seer is a 2/1.
Okay. So
Thrix has flying, and Cloudkin Seer have flying.
okay, so it's 12. All right. So all 3 of those are tapping as they're attacking. The one that does not have flying, how much power is that?
6/5,
Okay.
and it's indestructible.
Okay, that's cool. I'm a block with Xenagos. My indestructible blockers, they basically just they headbutt.
Cool.
So that I don't take damage from that. The other two are how much? 4 and 2, you said?
Yep.
Okay, I'll block the 2/1, and I'll take 4 damage.
Okay. Does the 2/1 die?
Yeah, because it's being dealt back 4 damage.
Cool. So you're dealt 4 damage.
All right, I go down to
We might get
36.
somewhere in this.
This is a grindy game. We
3 days later.
we just can't knock each other's life totals out.
Yeah. Okay. Thras's ability activates.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I flicker out Academy Journey Mage, so 2 times. I get to send 2 things back to your hand.
Okay. Anything that doesn't have hexproof.
Okay, what doesn't have hexproof?
The Goreclaw, Xenagos, Savage Ventmaw, and Sakura Tribe-Elder. But if you target Sakura Tribe-Elder, I'm just going to stack him in response.
I'll go with the other 2.
Okay.
Xenagos and what was it?
There were 3, so I have a Savage Ventmaw, a Goreclaw, and Xenagos.
Xenagos and the Goreclaw.
Okay. Goreclaw goes back to my hand. Xenagos, I will also be returning to my hand because it would be easier than casting them for an extra 2 out of the command zone. Alright? Not like I'm starving for mana.
And let's see. I end my turn.
Okay, on your end step, I sack Steve, and I'm going to go find a basic land and put it onto the battlefield tapped. Just the graveyard, not my exile.
Okay.
I'm a grab. I think I put
Is
a 4.
that is that an activated ability?
No, it's just a static. Well, yeah,
Is it an
actually,
ability in general?
yes. I had to sack. I had to sack him to do it.
Okay, I played Whirlwind Denial. For each spell and ability your opponent controls, counter it unless its controller plays 4.
Okay, I'll tap. I'll tap a forest and another forest for.
So that means for the
I paid the 4.
that means for all of your stuff, whatever else you want to do, you have to pay 4 mana else.
For this turn.
Got it?
Hold on. Is it sorcery?
It's an instant. It only goes for 1 turn. So
Okay.
after this, you could be
Yeah. So
it'll
this
be
is
normal.
this is on your end step. So until my upkeep, anything else?
No, I already passed to you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And before I start my turn, on your end step is when I did that. So if you play that right now, when I go to
Okay,
when
then-
I go to
yeah.
upkeep, it has no effect.
No, then go past it. I thought that you had done that, like you had already just drawn
Nah.
upkeep and everything.
No, because I haven't untapped yet. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put this back. So you can choose to take that back if you want to.
Yeah, I'm just taking it back because this is an issue of communication between distance, I think.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So I sack the Steve on my end step, and then I move to my upkeep
Mm-hmm.
and untap everything I've got, and you can choose to cast that if you want to. Your call. And I draw.
Is that okay?
I will play a mountain.
In reaction to you drawing for turn, play Whirlwind Denial.
Okay, so all my stuff cost and you counter it unless I pay 4 in addition to its CMC. Okay.
Oh.
That's fine. Oh, the next room is open, by the way. It's tapped. Alright, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 13 mana times 3. I have 13 lands, so I have 39 mana. I will go ahead and I will tap a forest, floating 3, and I will tap another forest, floating another 3 green. So that's 6 total. I will spend 4 of it and cast Goreclaw. Oh, hold on, I have to pay an additional 4.
So that means you have to pay.
So I have to pay 4 plus 4, so I have to pay 8. Okay, so I have 6. I'll tap another forest again. So that's 9 total. I will pay all but 1 of it for Goreclaw. God, this math. Okay. ETB trigger. He comes in with a 1/1 counter, and I get to draw a card. Okay, I've already played it only for turn, so that doesn't have any effect. I will. Let me see. I will go ahead and. I'm trying
I just realized something stupid. You realize we're effectively going to loop ourselves around this, right?
How are we looping?
If I draw the right cards, it's going to be a giant loop.
How would it loop?
I have a card in here that'll send out my Academy Journey Mage back to my hand, but it costs one less every time, so it just keeps going down.
Okay.
So eventually, I can just send everything back to your hand.
That doesn't have hexproof. The situation we're in is, yeah, you can pop stuff back to my hand, but my mana ramp is so strong, I probably could recast just about anything, even with that counter ability on it right now. Like, I'm not even worried about how much it's going to cost. I'm just trying to like do the math for it.
I'm just going to assume you've actually cast everything and just
No, I'm going to recast Xenagos. I'm just thinking Goreclaw makes him, because he is a creature in my hand, he costs 2 less to cast. So he costs 3, but I also have to pay 7. Okay. I still have 1 floating in the mana pool. I'm going to tap 2 mountains, and I'll play all of it for Xenagos. That is my... I have 1 card in hand, but... I'll go ahead and I'll tap the Manifold Key. I'll tap the Great Henge to gain back 2 life. Go up to 38. And then I'll float 6 mana. Then I'll pay 1 of it into the Manifold Key. Did it also say it was activated abilities, or was it just anything I cast I have to pay extra for?
Each spell and ability.
And ability on permanents or on creatures?
Any. It just says for each spell and ability your opponent controls.
Okay, that's fine. I'll go ahead and I'll tap 2 forests in addition to the Great Henge, and I'll use 4 of the 6 I just create, so I don't, counter it. And then I'll spend, so that floats 6 mana. I'll pay 1 back into it to tap the Manifold Key, which I then have to pay 2 more for. So I'll use the extra from the one I just create, that's 3. God, it's so much math. And then I'll pay that into the Manifold. I'll pay the Manifold Key to just do this. Basically, I'm just gaining back life. And at this point, it doesn't matter. I'll just tap two mountains. Yeah, I have so much mana. I have so much mana. It is redonkulous how much I have. Oh, by the way, Xenagos entered with an ETB trigger, so he has a 1/1 counter on him as well. Alrighty. Yeah, you can keep popping it back to my hand, but the truth is, I can probably recast everything. I will move.
Yeah, but then you can't use any. You don't have haste right now.
No, Xenagos gives 1 creature haste.
And even if you did, I can block it. A lot.
That's a fair point. Actually, I will back up. I will not gain those last 2 life. I will go ahead and I'll activate the second ability. So the Great Henge only triggered once. I will tap the Manifold Key for its second ability, targeting the Nyxbloom Ancient. So he cannot be blocked. Thank you for reminding me of that. Move to combat. Trigger Xenagos' ability. Give it to Nyxbloom Ancient. Take 12. You did this to yourself.
How much?
It's 12.
Oh. You can tell I'm really worried.
I mean, you've got some life gain back. I've got a little bit on my side, too.
Okay. Do you have anything in your hand now?
I have 1 card in hand.
I'm going to guess it's a land.
You guess right.
It's a mountain, I bet.
You're wrong.
Okay. Oh.
Pass.
I go?
Yep.
Upkeep. Okay.
But here's the funny thing: if you pop that, keep popping my creatures back to my hand, I can just keep recasting Xenagos, which is going to keep giving me draw triggers. So realistically, you're helping me. Because instead of drawing 1 card per turn, I'm drawing 3.
That's a very good point.
Oh, by the way, your instant, it's in the grave.
I don't know. I put it there.
Oh, okay. I thought that was it on the field right there. Alright, never mind.
Oh, well. Okay. I play Gravebreaker Lamia. It's a 4/4 with lifelink, but when it enters the battlefield, I get to search my library and send something to the graveyard.
Okay.
Anything I cast from the graveyard also costs 1 less now.
Alright.
I could do that. Okay, there's 2 options I'm thinking of. One's really bad for you and one's really funny. Okay. Deck only has 2 options that I have for this.
Protean Hulk. Put a Protean Hulk into your graveyard. You have green.
I mean, this kind of is.
A Protean Hulk is basically just a tutor that lets you bring anything with CMC 6
You're
or
not gonna
greater.
like what I'm.
Alright, do it.
This is
Do the thing. Do the thing.
okay. Yeah. Pelunkus the Unchained goes in.
What does that do?
Okay. This will be fun. Because I don't have anything better to cast. Okay. Okay, that's 5.
What you should do is Cyclonic Rift at this point.
Okay, I wish I had it. Pelunkus the Unchained escapes from exile,
Okay.
and I just have to exile 6 cards. It enters the battlefield with 12 +1/+1s.
Alright.
So it's a 24/24.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah,
I have an indestructible blocker.
good to know.
So which means that you can swing with it, but unless you give that 24/24 trample, none of that damage is going to come through, ever.
Oh, this will be funny. If I do it, this will be bad.
Go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
It's 1-on-1, do it.
Okay.
Do it, do it.
Okay. Okay. I move past my turn,
Mm-hmm.
and I go to the end step,
Mm-hmm.
activate Thrasos. I flicker back and forth the 2 things I did last time.
Okay.
What was it? Xenagos and
And Korkwa, they both go back to my hand.
yep. End turn. Your turn.
Alright. On my upkeep, untap.
I wonder
Oh.
if I added a Panharmonica, would the effects triggered again?
Yeah.
So I'd end up with 4
Yep,
things.
yep. If you have Panharmonica and Yarick on the field, all your creatures are going to get 4 ETB triggers. Because
Note to self,
Panharmonicon will do it 1 additional time. And, what's the other one? Yark would do it. What does Yark say? It happens double the number. I think it would happen 3 times actually, not 4.
it'd just be 3. So
Yeah.
not 1, but
But I mean, still,
be
a third additional ETB can get pretty broken if you play with the right stuff. I'm gonna play a Forest for
I
turn.
exiled your human pretty much and made you top deck for the rest of the game.
You exiled what?
I basically made you top deck for the last of the game.
Well, yeah, sort of. I play a Forest for turn. I'm going to go ahead. I don't have the taxing ability now, so now I'm going to go ahead and 3, 6, spend 4 of it, recast Goreclaw, ETB trigger, +1/+1 counter, draw a card. Okay, that can do it. Forest. So I have, so that's 2 floating. Um, 2 floating. Oh, actually, you just tap a mountain. Float, add 3 red to that. Means, so it's 5. Play Xenagos for 3. ETB trigger, draw a card, gets a 1/1 counter. Okay.
Does Nyx Bloom still have hexproof?
He does, yes. Let me think about how this is going to go. What's your life total currently?
31.
31 life. Ooh. Can we get there?
I think I messed up last turn, though. I had a card that could have made that 24 into 48 counters.
Well, like I said, I had an indestructible blocker, so it wouldn't have mattered. I'm going to go ahead and pay... How much did I pay last time for Xenagos? 3? So I've got 2 floating in the mana pool. We'll call it both green.
Before you do, activate the ability of Thrust of the Deep Diving.
Okay.
Tap mana, he becomes tapped, so his abilities don't trigger.
Who doesn't?
Xenagos, he has an activated ability, right? That's
No,
what you're using,
it's a static ability. So, I mean...
You're using the static ability to do that.
Yeah, it's a static ability, which means while he's on the field, whether he's a creature or not, I still get that trigger. So, we'll tap him, but he's...
Okay, then how about the one to your right?
Okay, this guy? Savage Vetma?
Okay, I don't know which one you're going to swing with, because I can't see how much...
Well,
damage
you
will
can't
do.
you can't target the Nyx Bloom because he has hexproof.
Yep.
These 3 don't. So you can tap any 3 of these. Your call.
One on the right.
This guy? Alright, Savage Vetma gets tapped.
That one.
That's fine. Savage Vetma is tapped down. By the way, does he untap during my next untap step?
Yes, it'll happen next turn, though.
Oh, he does
It says
untap. He does untap. Okay. Okay.
the following turn, though.
Yeah. Well, that's usually how it goes. With 2 floating in the mana pool, I will go ahead and tap a forest. That makes 3 more mana, so that up to 5, and another forest again, up to 8. I will cast the Thorn Elemental. You really should have waited. You really should have waited. Thorn Elemental. ETB trigger comes in with an additional 1/1 counter. And I get to draw a card. Oh god, yeah, this game's over. Alright, so the game's over and I'll explain how. I'm going to go ahead and pay the 1 additional to equip him with the Swiftfoot Boots. Do you have a board wipe in your hand?
Yes.
Can you play it right now?
No.
Okay, yeah, this game's over. I'm going to go ahead and pay 3, 6, Prodigious Growth, triggering the Thorn Elemental, becomes a 14/14 with Trample. The Trample part doesn't matter.
Daniel.
What? What? Uh-oh. Lost him again. Damn it, and right in the middle of my fun time. Alright. You back? Hello?
There you go.
Alright, you're back?
Yeah.
Okay, what was the last thing you heard?
Something, big thing you're going to hit me with.
Yeah, I just put a Prodigious Growth onto a Thorn Elemental, making him a 14/14, which means if I tap him, you take 28 damage. I'm going to move to combat. Actually, no, hold on. Before I do, I'll go ahead and tap another forest and use the 3 from that to Manifold Key, targeting the Thorn, so he can't be targeted, or he can't be blocked. I move to combat. Oh, actually, no, he has a +1/+1 counter, so he is 8, and 7 is 15. Take 30.
Okay.
30 unblockable. So you're at how much life?
A 1.
All right. On my second main, I will pay 6. Use 5 of it. World at War. Take an additional combat step. Untap all creatures that attacked last turn. Move to combat. Trigger Xenagos' ability. 60 unblockable. What was your board like?
Flood of Tears turns everything back to hand.
Yeah, that would have stopped it, but he didn't have the mana. What you should have done, to be totally honest with you, can you activate that Thassa's ability at instant speed?
Yes.
Okay, you should have waited until I moved to my combat step to do that.
I think I have the mana to actually cast it again.
Cast what
Because
again?
it's not a tapped one. I think I could have tapped yours. I
Alright.
have 4 blue mana active.
Well, I mean, if you want to, that's fine.
I'll hit your Thorn
Okay.
before it triggers all that stuff.
Alright, so the first combat will resolve without any damage going through. So he's tapped. But I'll go ahead and I'll cast the World at War again, which means on my second main, on my second combat step, I get to untap him and do it again.
Okay.
So, and it's still 60. So you're still taking 60 unblockable.
Then should I just wait till after you finish the World at War, hit that, take the 60? I'll take and go down to 1.
If you want to, yeah.
I'll go down to 1.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So I'll do the World at War, and then you'll tap him for a second time. So you don't take 60. Yeah. So then you're at 1. You are at 1 life.
1.
I'll go ahead and tap the Great Henge and gain 2 life back, go back up to 40. And you're probably going to pump a bunch of stuff back to my hand, but this dude is now currently sitting at 15 something with hexproof. Let me see. That board wipe you have, what,
all non-land permanents.
All non-land permanents. Okay, so it would do everything. Okay.
It would keep all your lands, but it would get rid of that Nyx Bloom thing, which would be annoying.
By the way, this is exiled and it gets rebound, which means I can cast it on my next upkeep without paying it. We'll go ahead and say for my second attack, well, no, you've got stuff that can block.
Lots of things to block.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta get the damage through, that's the problem. 1 life. Yeah. It's only because I'm allowing the semantics to go through where I'm like, if you cast it at the right time, you could live.
But the problem is that we can't really interact with each other at instant speed.
Well, we can.
That's a problem.
We can. We just have to verbally state it, like, in response.
That's the only issue with this. Otherwise, yeah, I pretty much lost.
Alright, well, that's my entire turn. I only have a mountain in my hand, so I pass.
Cool.
And you basically have to board wipe me now.
Yeah, I have the mana for it. Draw a card. Yeah, that would actually do it. Irony. Yeah. Technically, it's not a horrible option.
Total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh yeah, I can do it. think I could even, unless if you kill me after your board wipe by doing more than 40 damage in a single round of combat, I think I could even kill you. Depends on how much life you gain. I think this was attack.
It depends.
Yeah, this was attack.
Really does on this.
I think I can still pull this off if you don't kill me this one turn.
Two target instant sorceries from your graveyard to hand. Do I have instant sorceries in my graveyard that could actually help? Or do I just surrender?
I mean, if you board wipe me, you have an opportunity, so don't surrender.
I know. I'm just thinking about how I go about something.
That thing you're about to cast that returns on online permanents to the owner's hand, that's basically a Cyclonic Rift.
Basically,
It's literally the exact same thing a Cyclonic Rift does. So when I said earlier, unless you cast a Cyclonic Rift, that's what I meant.
If I go with that and Geralt comes back to hand, cast 5. Maybe? This one's a big maybe. Okay. Wait. Converted mana. When you cast converted mana, it costs 5 or less. Okay. 1 less. Tap, tap, tap. Okay. Question: if I had something to attack your thing, can it be targeted for attacks?
Which,
I mean, like if I told one of my creatures to fight yours.
if it says target
Does
creature,
it?
target creature
It
fights,
says-
read it.
Target creature, yeah.
Then you can't anything that doesn't have X-proof. So basically everything other than the Thorn Elemental at the moment.
Which actually might be helpful.
So all I've got on the field is a Goreclaw, Xenagos, Savage Ventmaw, and a Nyx Bloom Ancient that can be targeted at the moment.